Okay, I originally was going to make maybe at least a 15-minute video about this topic, and then I realized it would be safer for both me and everyone else for me to express this idea concisely and vaguely. If you will be served to the maximum extent by this idea, you'll know what to do with it. And if you're simply casually consuming my content because you find it entertaining or briefly stimulating, you will probably discard this and forget about it quickly. Okay. I understand that within the present-day Jewish community, there's a certain conception of the traits and competencies, preoccupations, and goals that Moshiach will have. And I want to propose to you that there's a difference between a Moshiach that serves Jews and others in peacetime and a Moshiach that serves Jews and others in times of tension, stress, foreboding uncertainty, and even war. So, to put this in as plain a way as I can, I have been consuming content from Jewish content creators over the span of some months, and I've been learning about, ordinary innocent people's experiences with needless hostility and anti-Semitism. And I would say your conception of Moshiach should have little to do with religious prophecy at this point, for practical reasons. Okay, assuming you're not strictly orthodox and forcibly binding your mind to whatever it is that was said about certain Jewish prophecies long ago, you should assume that Moshiach is not necessarily someone who's going to obsess over spreading Torah wisdom. Instead, they will put Jewish safety and survival over everything else, initially and over time. Okay? So, if you are someone who is, absurdly intelligent and accomplished, but you're not particularly religious and you happen to be Jewish, you should assume that you can kind of take charge in your own little way and maybe be a miniature Mashiach or something, maybe within your locality or something. Okay, so this is just deviating from orthodoxy. I innately don't possess a very strong reverence for any tradition at all. I just think that, your safety and survival matters more than literally anything else, including the extent to which you adhere to prescriptions and wisdom-based behavioral alterations that are supplied to you by the Torah and wise, well-meaning rabbinical figures. You should regard as Moshiach the one who endlessly puts your safety and survival at the forefront of his mind, regardless of what it costs him, regardless of whether or not he happens to be particularly fond of the Torah. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. And stay sharp and sober.